hope this is working because hey, so I decided that I like to talk a lot, a yappa 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 yappa. I like to talk, so I decided like, duh, why don't we come back on YouTube or just make more videos where I talk. I already record a whole bunch of videos on like my laptop, my phone, Snapchat, wherever I can, and like I just save them of like just me talking. Or if I'm upset and I feel like maybe I can't vent to someone at the moment, or I've talked about the situation enough, I don't want to, tire the situation out to someone's ears. I'm going to be doing my hair. It's washed under here and wrapped. I have to blow dry it. And the style I'm doing is like boho or mermaid braids. And I just want to know when we gonna keep changing names. How many times we gonna change names? Because when I was looking them up, they look very similar. But like mermaid braids, I guess you can wear them straight if you want to. Like, regardless, I'm wearing mine wavy because that's just me. I'm a wavy bitch. Some things that you're going to need is this pre-stretched hair, because Lord, my hair is still burgundy. I've been burgundy for almost a year now. Hair will be in January. I don't know what made me want to dye my hair coming into 2024, but I was like, I need a little change. And yeah, I already had some other dye, but the red was just calling my name. So we did the red. And I've just loved it since. I'm gonna definitely re-dye it coming into the new year. I go on a cruise, so I'm looking forward to that. You're going to need some jam. I'm running out, so I'm gonna have to go eventually to the store, but that won't be until later. Okay, so I have some pack hair left over, and I also have some bundles left over. But what I'm going to do is pretty much probably cut it so I could have like human hair pieces as well. But we will play that part by ear because I've seen successful videos with just doing it with the braiding hair. This is an option. What this is looking like. See, yeah. So even this looks good if I use all the pieces from here. So this pack might be better or whatever to use. Those are the things that you'll really need. Of course, you'll need like maybe some scissors, a rat tail comb, and like a brush or whatever else you need. Y'all know how to do y'all hair. Hopefully you done seen a whole bunch of videos by the time you don't reach mine, because this really isn't a tutorial. Like, I may show how to do a few braids, but this isn't a tutorial. My other video wasn't a tutorial either. It's just supposed to like do my hair with me while I chit chat. Okay. Now this is going to be a slight Q&A because I did ask like my story, and guess what? Like one person responded. Another person responded, but it wasn't even like a question, and it really technically isn't even appropriate. It's just like I wrote. So, but I did go back and look up my questions from like 2023 and 2022, both years, or like I think it was 2022. I asked like 3 different times like to do Q&A on my story, and it was like about my spots, and then it was just about life in general. So I'm going to combine those few questions. Hopefully that can just be the video. If not, I can talk for days, so I'm sure I'll have a gem to spill for y'all. Okay? Bruh. I really think people think I'm bald-headed or something, and I've had hair my whole life. I have had hair my whole life. The shit been thick as a lion's mane. Even my mom couldn't contain, honey. Here go half of the head. Sometimes I'll go to my mom's house and use her blow dryer because she has like the one that's like a brush, and that shit is so smooth. I just don't have one of my own. That's what I need to put on my Christmas list. That's what needs to be on my Christmas list. Cause she asked me what I want for Christmas, and things I want for Christmas is like graduating, everything to go, you know, smooth and as smooth as it can go. Cause it's always a bump in the road. Like things with my collection, getting redisciplined, like things like that is not really things you get for Christmas. That comes with you. And so I'm like, I don't know what I want for Christmas. That's the biggest thing on my forefront of my mind. Like, if I could do that, life would go smoother. Maybe I could think about Christmas gifts after. But by that time, Christmas will be over. Anyway, I'm going to go do the second half. The mane is tamed a little bit. At least she's manageable. First of all, I haven't had my natural hair straightened, like my whole head, in years. Like, would you believe me if I said that? Like, I haven't had it straightened in years, so honestly don't even know if it would stay straight, because the way that it does when I wear in natural hairstyles, it shrivels back up. Maybe it's because of the humidity as well. I'm from Maryland. I'm from up north. So our humidity just isn't as bad. Let's get to some of the questions. The first question is, how are you doing? And I just want to thank you for asking how I'm doing. I think that's so nice. I'm fine. I'm in my, let me give like a life update, I guess. But how I'm doing good. Let's see. I'm doing like all right. I'm alive. I'm well. I'm a senior this year at SCAD, the school that I go to. I'm a senior. My major is fashion design. So I do have to make a collection this year. It started off well, and then I'm not even gonna lie, going out mixed with like too many fucking opinions at critiques, mixed with not getting enough help, mixed in class feeling cliquey, and like things just getting real weird that started making me get into my head, and it was things I normally don't give a fuck about. So already like by midterms I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need the break to like really go and redefine the collection, because this is for school and for a grade, we have to do things on a schedule and still get a grade for it. Just imagine that. So I still want my collection like it's my collection. I would literally walk into class some days saying like, I know I liked this last week, but this week I hate it and I don't care. People will look and stare, even my professor, but it's not your collection, it's mine. And as an artist in general, how I like to create and work with people is I like to feel connected, and I like it. It comes from within. It's an energy thing. I started feeling less connected after the first critique, but then not even after the first critique, it was more towards like getting the sketches down. And then like time was just flying, and I'm like, dang, I don't even have my sketches fully, if like, you know, sketched out to the way that I really like them. And then this week, I don't even like half of my sketches I did. I got to do more. So the collection, I'm going to be, you know, doing that on my break. I told myself I would give myself a week, because we have 7 weeks since, due to the leap year, we have a 7-week break instead of 6 weeks. So I will take those actual 6 weeks as if we had a break, and actually like work on my collection. That will give me the opportunity to F around and find out and do my collection on my own terms, because that's who I am. And I feel like we were losing that in them goddamn Eckberg halls. Like, low key, I was losing my mind and didn't realize it. Also, simplify shit, okay? Simple is the new couture. I'm telling you, mark my words, is in. Simplicity is in. I'm trying to tell you. Maximalism is in. I love me some maximalism looks, okay? But simplicity when it comes to certain things like a silhouette is key. because then you can do whatever else to the silhouette when it comes to like the texture or the fabric or the embellishments and yada yada yada. I feel like I attach how I'm doing and my well-being to maybe finances and whatever current task I have, and I feel like finishing senior year is the biggest task I have, and the biggest part of that is my senior collection. And I feel like I've attached myself and my happiness and my well-being to that, which I need to not do. But it means so much to me. Like, I know I'm going to do way more after this this one chapter in my life, but it's just like I still want to leave and close this chapter with a fucking bang. Like, who wouldn't? It's just like, girl, you want to do a whole bunch of shit. Relax. I'm taking my break in the rest of the quarter of the year to just relax, rejuvenate, and then redefine things. Like, it's just a whole bunch of re. Okay? That's what we're doing. I feel like since the beginning of the year, it's like I did a prayer at the end of the year in 2023, and 24 came swinging with blessings. Like, I have been on go, working with people, working and in school since January. I can't even lie to you. Like, I've done so much this year, and the year is still just November. We still have December, and I still have plans, I think, that we're supposed to be doing. So I'm just like excited. Overall, I'm doing good. I think sometimes I don't know how I'm doing because I attach myself to the task at hand and maybe like how my finances are looking or whatever. And that should not determine your happiness. You should determine your happiness by how you feel within, and just being able to, okay, you're here, you're alive, like, you have options, you can do whatever you want. Does this shit matter? Like, you know, you just have the option to do that, and I'm grateful, because sometimes you be so on go that you don't even have the chance to do that, and you look up and life's just flash you by. So I'm grateful for moments to do that. I've also recently was in a car accident this past weekend. It hasn't even been a week yet. And yeah, I think there's like a handful of people that know. So if you don't know, now you know. But yeah, I'm fine. It was one of my first major accidents. The car was still drivable and able to leave the scene. It does have to get fixed. I've had my cars, this is my first car, so I've had my car since I've gotten it in high school. As a senior, I felt like the accident was also like a wake-up call, or like a sign that's like, girl, relax, because like I've said, I've been on go, and I told myself, like, we're gonna give yourself a break, like, and try to redirect. And I feel like this is giving me that purpose to like sit still and like really do that, because sometimes I'll say I'm gonna do something and I don't do it. And that's also what I'm working on. But when I say I'm disciplining myself, like, I include that in the category, because disciplining yourself actually is a lot. Like, and it really is so many different things that require discipline that I don't think people really understand. It's been a little harder as an adult, because like I feel like as a child, like, I did not go through that. I used to do so much, handle so much, still get homework done and maintain honor roll. Like, and I'm talking all A's or A's and B's, guys. Like, I had high standards for myself and still have high standards for myself, because they've always been high since a kid. So I get nervous as an adult, because I'm like, damn, are those standards unrealistic, or should we just keep aiming for them? And in the process of me still trying to make up my mind, I still keep going. Sometimes I do get stuck, but most of the time when it's something like that, I'll keep going. So by the time I keep going, I've kind of reached a conclusion or an answer by just gaining the experience. That was a whole bunch, but in a nutshell, I'm great. How are you? Great. The two I've done so far. So I've been using the human hair and like cutting the pieces off. So far, first of all, I really am liking these. I'm excited to see what they look like when I finish. I guess the next question, this is an old question from when I asked like in 2022. I don't know if it's eczema or vitiligo, but I love your confidence with it. Would you consider fake freckles? Okay. I don't think I ever read the whole question. Freckles, would I ever consider? No, I don't want fake freckles. Like, no. I love the skin that I'm in. Um, I do have eczema, like I was born with eczema, but this is not eczema. I do explain it to people like it's reverse vitiligo. Either way, it's lighter than the person's actual skin, and this is darker than my skin tone. So I just call it extra melanin, extra protection, because the doctors don't know. Like a story time, I don't know, but like in high school, I went to a lot of doctors. Um, and like very high level doctors as well, because my mom's in the military. So like, you know, she just wanted to figure out what was going on, and at the end of the day, nobody could really figure it out. I still have scars from like people trying to like take samples like I was a fucking experiment. And it's just extra melanin, because when we went to like the final doctor, his solution was bleaching the skin like Michael Jackson, and I was just like, girl, sir, it's not given. It's not that deep. Like, I will learn to deal with this, live with this. Like, it was just something new, because in high school especially is when it started to spread more towards like the front of my body and towards like my bikini line, and I was one that liked to be in the water, so like that made me kind of like be a little insecure. Like, I didn't have like my phase of being insecure. I didn't just get here. Okay. I would wear it with makeup, like prom. I covered myself with makeup. Like, it was a lot. But like, honestly, it was just like, girl, it wasn't necessary. But my mom, I love her so much, because even though like, I'm glad we went through whatever we went through. Like, it wasn't anything super crazy that it was just like, oh my God, like I'm gonna have to do, like, I was never presented by someone, or like even within my own family, like where it was just like this crazy thing. I'm not dying. It doesn't raise skin. My skin is soft. Like, that's probably my number one compliment, especially from partners. Like, your skin is so smooth and soft. So yeah, I'm not dying. It's nothing. Nobody knows what it was. I think at one point it was called like ashy dermatosis. When I looked it up, it was like so rare that I'm like, then when I looked at the pictures, I'm like, I don't know if this is what I have. But yeah, the history on how I even got these is very like complicated and long. Like, I honestly would need to pull my mom in the video. Um, to kind of help like explain. It's not eczema or vitiligo, but thank you for loving my confidence. It's something that I've learned to do, and when you're still learning, you just fake it. Nobody can fucking tell the difference, for real. Like, you know, I don't know, I just feel like it's not the end of the world what I have. If anything, it set me more apart. It showed me like I stand out even more. So I just wrote with that, and I've been pushing since. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna say like I'm fully just like always confident, but like, I think I've dealt with it for so long and had it for a while that I'm like, ugh. I use it as an accessory at this point. It's like, do we want to show the spots tonight, or do we want to hide them? Okay, that's really what it get. Like, I turned it into a superpower. You have to turn stuff into your bitch, or like your superpower. It's not even about not wanting to be a victim. It's just like, at the end of the day, there's so many stories that they end up using their weakness for good, or changing their mind from looking at it as a weakness and looking at it as a strength. So there's so many stories that we've seen, guys, that it's just like, all right, girl, you just gonna have to something different. You're gonna have to deal with it. You're not dying. It could be worse. And it is what it is. So I don't want fake freckles though. I'm good. This is somebody I went to high school with. Hey Corinne girl. Corinne and Caitlin are twins. How are y'all? She said, I'm gonna just ask all three. What are they called? Does it hurt? Does more show up over time? What are they called? I've already said that, but at the same time, I don't call it anything. I call it personally. When you ask Imani, Simone, Ezell, when you ask me, I'm gonna say extra melanin. That's what I'm gonna say, because no, in my eyes, the doctors don't know what it is. So And when I did my research, that doesn't seem like that's my diagnosis. So that's just how I feel about that. Does it hurt? Like I said, no, I'm not dying. It doesn't hurt. My skin is very smooth, like nothing crazy is going on underneath. And does more show up over time? Now, I feel like when I was going through like my adolescence, I guess, is when I started to realize like they would show up more. I would like see almost like a spot was about to grow. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like low key intuitive, but like at the same time, like that you would have to just know your own skin. I don't know how, if that makes any sense. Well, I don't pay attention as much to them anymore because when I did, it was more in a negative light. So I wish I did pay more attention now, so I do really know, and have I been getting more? But I think I have been. I just, like I said, I don't notice as much, but they weren't super on my legs as much, and now it's more on my legs. So like, I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, like honestly, but yeah, like more do kind of show up over time. But yeah, anyway, like I said, extra melanin. And when you ask me, sometimes depending on my mood, I tell people I turn into a jaguar at night. Sometimes I tell people I turn into the Black Panther at night, for real. You ever seen a black spotted panther? I'm gonna put a picture in so you can see. That's my species. That's my realm. All right. Good morning. I am back and I am halfway done with my head. I just have this two sides in the front. I ran out of jam. I only had like, I thought I had a half of a container left, but it was like 25%. So I ran out and I got some more this morning. Oh, this is also an older question. What or who got you inspired? Wait, sorry, hold on, let me again. What / who inspired you to get into fashion? Okay, so I always tell people like this, like I feel that fashion chose me and I chose it back because it was introduced to me like sewing, in terms of sewing and making the clothes, because that's what I do when it comes to fashion and one of my favorite parts. But I do love all things fashion. I just love the art of it in general. When I was about 5 or between 5 and 7, I believe, I think I was in South Carolina at the time. It was after my dad passed and my mom, both of my parents were in the military. So I happened to go to the summer camps during the summer on base. At that time, I was so young and it was like an older black woman and she taught me and like a few other girls to sew. She was just like, I think it was just like, hey, do you guys, who wants to learn how to sew? And it was just me and a few other girls. I still have the things we made: elastic skirts, elastic waistband skirts. Then we did pillow cases, but then we stuffed the pillows and closed it, so we made our own pillows as well. So those were my first 2 projects, and I was very young, but I still remembered when I didn't get my first sewing machine until 8th grade. So when I got it, I still remembered how to like thread it. Like I had a manual too in case I like completely forgot, but I pretty much, if it wasn't off memory, then it was just kind of like, all right, I got this, like kind of figured out. But I don't know. When we were young, when I was that age, whatever age that was, like I actually was on the machine. Like she helped us on the machine as well and taught us how to thread the machine and things like that. So I had to be of some, I can't remember what age. I have to ask my mom. But yeah, that's what got me kind of into it, and it kind of just stuck with it. When it came to, I guess, the school-wise, my parents are in the military, so my mom was like, it's either going to be school or it's going to be military. So I chose school. I don't know what was going on, but I guess I didn't realize like there was fashion schools until it was kind of almost time to apply to schools. So that kind of worked out for me. Who inspires me? Definitely my mom. I would definitely have to say my mom inspires me, number one, because she's always like a pop of color, or like I would watch her do her makeup. Like she would do like this black liner at the time. Like she would go out with her girlfriend. She would go to the club. My mom was outside. Okay, honey. Like she was in the military. She was making sure she was getting her money and her child was taken care of. But she was outside too, honey, and on vacation. I definitely look up to my mom when it comes to fashion. And I definitely pull inspo from like her old stuff. I need to like really go back and look at more stuff because it's been a while. Like I can look from her Facebook. She has like some older ones I know, like in her book, that I want to see. Who else? Designer wise, I love Iris Van Herpen. I'm trying to think of like ones I really resonate. I really love Zoe Hong. She is I believe she used to be a fashion professor at a university, and then obviously has worked in the industry. But as of now, she has a Patreon and shares her knowledge through that and on YouTube, and makes appointments with clients. And she's amazing. I've been watching her YouTube like since before going to college. Like I think when I was in middle school I came across her videos because I would look stuff up. There's other designers, I'm like just literally blinking. Schiaparelli, of course. I love Alexander McQueen. I love Steve Madden. Okay, like I don't know why he came to mind, and I don't know how some people feel about Steve Madden, but because he does technically make like the knockoff version, I guess, of more affordable shoes. But like he makes them more affordable is what I'm trying to say. I don't know, but like I watched his documentary. Like I don't know, I like him. He seemed like a cool ass guy. Like, but I like what he's doing for the people, because like if you think bigger than him trying to copy and stuff like that, he's doing something for the people, and his quality is actually good. He like as a brand, I like what he's doing. These fast fashion brands, I feel like aren't doing that. So, and then they're also just polluting the fuck out of the world. So I feel like it's like y'all don't get no cool points for me. Okay, well I can answer this one in a heartbeat. Are they mosquito bites? No, they're not. I probably should have answered that when I was talking about them yesterday. For me, I was recording yesterday, but no, they're not. So like I said, like there's no underlying disease. My skin's soft. Like it's yeah, it's just the color and the shape of them. Hi, so I have this little last row left. Okay, the next question comes honestly from my best friend Cameron. She asked me, what was your proudest moment? And I'm so glad I didn't do this Q&A in like 2022, because girl, we still trying to find the proudest moment, and we've done so much since 2022, like so much. So I just find that interesting. All right, I like literally cannot multitask. Like I can't, but I'm just a girl. So I can't believe these braids came out this good. Like I want to say book me. That's how bad I'm so proud of myself. Like, but like don't book me, because I would never. I see why y'all charge out ass though, because it took forever. It's just, yeah, I see why you would charge out your behind. However, because I did it myself, it don't give charge out the ass. Okay, what's your my proudest moments? I'm still finding it. I'm proud of everything I do. Honestly, I'm proud of everything I do, because I'm always doing something when life is going crazy. Like, and I still prevail. I still somehow get through it and get things done. And sometimes things come out better than I expected. But everything, I'm proud of everything. I'm proud of everything I've done. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm very proud of my first collection I did last year, or I mean this past year, called Audacity. I feel like I'm going to be very proud of myself on this collection that I have to do for my senior year. So, but I still don't have a proudest moment yet, like that just really, really sticks with me. I feel like pussy. It needs to stand on something. What's your real name? Up a name. I make it rain on that window pane. Bands will make a damn makeup. Hit it from the back like a mother. Why would he say that? Oh, my fucking cold. I'm on the last two braids, y'all. These last two, okay? Say. What made you think about it? Because I'm already... Don't kill me, y'all. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Don't kill me, don't kill me. But, we've been drinking. Listen, it's already... Am I the friend? I don't know, friend. You might be. Like, don't kill me, but it's already done. All you do is you start it off as a knotless braid like you would normally do. Let me turn sexy red down. Pause. Let me just turn it down a little bit. But all you do is you start it off as a regular knotless braid. You know, you feed it in as you do it, and then you just... Y'all, I have finished my hair. It took a couple days, but it's finished. I had to also go to the hair store a few times, so yeah. But I love how it turned out. Girl, you can't tell me nothing. True. It looks cute. So I'm gonna have to do like 4 braids, dip them in the water, let it sit overnight, take it out, so that way the whole thing is wavy, including the ends, okay? It's hella videos on TikTok, on YouTube, on how that I achieved this hairstyle and fishing out the braid. That's the only thing I just wasn't able to show y'all. Also, storage on my camera is just a lot going on. I did want to record a YouTube video. I haven't recorded a new one in a while, but I will be finishing editing some of my older ones and uploading those as well. Still trying to figure out a schedule and being consistent, but this is still supposed to just be for me, myself, and I, and having fun / like a visual diary. What? Oh. Ooh. Why you play it? Blame it on her, cause I finished that hoe. Hey, and I didn't pay $250. Okay, bye.